So a true visionary and strategic thinker, this leader in our industry has taken his company and business to another level in terms of commercial success, its diversity, its reach, its breadth. I also appreciate the huge pride that he continues to take in the fact that this business, it's a global business, but it continues to be in Scotland and UK based with its roots and its headquarters in Aberdeen. And I also value and I'm very grateful for the support that he gives to our sector, actively engaging on industry issues, representing us in a way that is both compelling and inspirational. He's also great fun, with an extremely sharp wit that you always want to be on the right side of. And given his relative youth, it's excellent that we can look forward to many more years of leadership and delivery by him and, of course, his team. Our industry is all the better for it.
I first got to know the nominee today about 7 or 8 years ago. And through that dialogue, it was very apparent that he wanted to share things with our students at our Robert Gordon University. And so much so that we nominated him to be a visiting professor. And over the years, we've kept up the dialogue, and that's embraced areas such as strategy, leadership, and business relationships. And one of the things that really struck me was that this person had to make a very significant announcement about the business that he works in. And the same day, he was in contact with me saying, could he come and speak to the students? He wanted to share that experience with them. And of course, we snapped his hand off. And that dialogue has continued. He's been back several times to tell the students about the story as it's going forward. It's a fantastic story and one that they really love to hear because they're hearing it right from the front line. And there are lots of things that I admire about this individual, his openness, his approachability. But the one thing that I feel very strongly about is his ability to cut through complexity.
This individual was really instrumental in the success of the Monty's Maggie's Appeal, which was a capital appeal to bring a Maggie's Centre to Aberdeen. It was his commitment and drive that took this from a £25,000 initial corporate pledge to a full-up organisational donation of £200,000. It was his leadership in engaging and motivating the full workforce behind the cause that really made this transformation, and we're still hugely indebted to him for his tenacity and the great humility that he showed in this, and we're still slightly in awe of what he achieved.
One of the most difficult and challenging experiences when you've built up a business successfully over a long period of time is to watch how it's managed after you've moved on. Tonight's very worthy winner has, for the past 3 years, filled my role as chief executive of the company that I was very heavily involved in building up. And as I expected, he's doing it extremely successfully. Following a major acquisition last year, he's transformed the company with an exciting big increase, 29,000 to more than 55,000, working in 60 countries. He's taken the initiative to significantly broaden the company's capabilities with this move, and taking the skills well beyond the core business of oil and gas servicing and contracting. And he's very much continuing the international drive. With great skill, he's undertaken the difficult task of integrating the legacy companies, not an easy thing to do, and establishing across the new group a culture which I'm pleased to say is very much based on the values that really were consistent with the company over many years: care, commitment, innovation and vision. And he himself very much shows those values in his day-to-day leadership. Tonight's winner is an extremely modest man. He leads from the front, he's very thoughtful, he's very people orientated, and he nurtures good constructive relationships with the clients. He's also participating very successfully in the overall industry leadership, and he's made some pretty stirring speeches with great messages. On top of all that, he's an extremely personable, approachable man, a very strong family man, no sense of self-importance, and always considering others. all in all, he is now one of Scotland's outstanding business leaders and an extremely worthy winner of tonight's award. I am delighted.